So I'm just sitting back watching this Kawhi Leonard situation play out, and I don't even know if people are taking it for what it is, really, how he pulled this move off and basically, ran the whole league, as far as power, holding these teams, uh, you know, under his thumb while he negotiated these deals. You had helicopter chases, you had parades, you had people flocking the streets trying to wait for him outside the offices, all types of stuff. Um, and it's just, for him to make his way out of the San Antonio Spurs after they were trying to um, basically ruin his career, making him play with injuries. He had it, he went out and played that one series against Golden State, got hurt by Pachulia or whatever his name is. Um, and after that, it seemed like, he knew he was hurt that game probably, and he listened to the training staff, went out there and played because they needed him. And after that, he said he was done in his head. Probably that's what I assume. So when we're looking at Kawhi now, after he done basically made a business decision to leave the Spurs, as well as concerning his health, which his health is his business, so he has to watch out for that ultimately. Um, so he makes his way out of the Spurs. Everybody's downing him, clowning him, saying all these types of bad stuff about his character, what he was doing. You know what I mean? Him and his team make the decision to force their way out. They get traded to Toronto. Nobody thinks Toronto has a real chance. You could look back over YouTube and see some of these commentators' responses to what he was gonna do once he got in Toronto. Whether he was not gonna play hard, just gonna show up just to get a check. They had all types of assumptions about what they thought Kawhi was gonna do. Ultimately, they end up winning the championship. He's proven himself to be the top at least the top three players in the league. And now teams are fighting for him. So that takes a level of balls to do that, just to make your way out of a team when you know you have a free agency term coming up. You're injured, you're playing through these injuries, you win the championship, now you're in the driver's seat. Then you got three different teams fighting for you. Lakers, Clippers, and Raptors, right? All the reports are saying Kawhi is going with the Lakers or the Raptors. The Clippers are out. That's what they were saying time after time. Days go by, signings happen. The majority of the good players, the good role players in free agency are swiped up by different teams around the league. Kawhi still hasn't made his decision yet, right? He's negotiating a deal with the Clippers behind the scenes as these things are happening, most likely knowing that's where he's going to end up going. The word that they're saying now is that he said whoever gets Paul George is going to basically sign him, and that was between Toronto and LA. So either way, he's in a power position. He's going to a strong team and another strong player. Potentially go to a team he just won a championship with. LA gets the deal done. So by the time the deal is done, he's basically crippled the Lakers and the Raptors as far as influential signings this year, this free agency period, because everybody's swiped up by now. Durant went to Brooklyn, Kyrie went to Brooklyn, yada, yada, yada. So, not only did he put himself on a better team, either way he was going to go, he also hurt the other teams which have the potential to compete against him by waiting so long and dragging it out while they're waiting for him, waiting to sign him to see what he does before they sign anybody else. That shows the level of intelligence that Kawhi and his team have, the command over the market they have, and the understanding of what their value is in the market. So when I see that, it's just like, wow, that's real power, that's real control, that's gangster shit to me. You negotiating these $1 million deals with these $1 billion companies, and you're able to use your leverage to take advantage of all of it. And that's what he did. And he not only benefited as far as business wise, but also basketball wise. So he's on a better team now. He's in a better situation where he wants to live, making the money he wants to make. It just shows that I think LeBron has changed the mindset. I'm going to give credit to LeBron on this. LeBron has changed the mindset of the NBA player with his mobility, with his mogul-like thinking, with the way he not only narrates the media, but also puts people on his team in position. I think that LeBron has changed the mindset of all of these NBA players, and you're going to see more of this. People are going to sit back and analyze this move for a while, for the next few years, and I think other players who are in a similar position can execute on it as well. And they'll probably get more intelligent with other things and find other ways to really put themselves in positions of power. The NBA is a player-driven league, like they say. You see everybody's face, you see the name on the back of the jersey, and it shows that I think it's all connected. I think about things like the big three. The big three. What if Kawhi decided, hey, I'm going to the big three? Would you tune in? Or he said, I'm making my own league. He talked to Kawhi. He talked to Kyrie and KD. They said, no, we're going to leave the NBA, actually. We don't like any of these teams. We're going to leave the NBA and have our own team. I think it's only a matter of time for those things start to happen. And that, we got to be aware that that's just a representation of the power that we have in this market as well. We have a small piece of that in our own way, and we got to build on that and make sure we take advantage like we see these players are. Take advantage of your leverage. Create some leverage and take advantage of it. That's Kawhi did. I think he's savage for that. That's a savage business move. And that's how we need to move, unemotionally, not in these ideals of loyalty to teams, loyalty to cities. Because when these cities and these teams are done with you, you miss a few shots, something happens, you get old, your knees get bad, these teams is ready to get rid of you fast. These cities is ready to move on. You can look at Eli Manning from the Giants. He's won multiple championships for the Giants. Something they haven't seen prior to that in a while. But when his time is up, he still wants to play. But people think they have better options. They want to get Eli the fuck up out of here. They trying to get Eli up out of here. We need somebody else. They don't really care what you did in the past. So when I see Kawhi making these moves like this, it just shows that those games are different, football and basketball, but also that a change is going to come into all things eventually. And, we got to be aware of that and do our best to take care of it and take part of it. So yeah, that's what I got for today, man. Kawhi is a savage businessman. If y'all see what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if y'all think LeBron is the overall influence here that we need to look at. I think it is. And not just this, but other things in basketball. We'll talk about that another time. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't below. Everything sold separately.